Willis was the 11th pick in the 2007 draft. He wore number 52 to honor the great Ray Lewis. He became the cornerstone of a great San Francisco 49er defense. And this was his very first game in 2007 against the Cardinals. Making plays immediately. Matt Leinart getting flushed right here, gets the ball out to Edgerrin James. And there's Patrick Willis knocking the ball loose. He was a playmaking middle linebacker from the get-go. But here he is in his first game, already calling the signals for the defense, already getting guys lined up, and fundamentally as sound as any linebacker that's ever come into the game. Here he is right here. Watch him. Slow till you know. That's the linebacker creed. Slow you know, and then go blow it up. You talk about blowing it up. At 245 pounds, he could come downhill and take on guards, stack them, shed them, and get off them and make the play on a guy like Edgerrin James. But he had all kinds of skills. His skills in the passing game were amazing. I'm right here. Watch him going down the middle of the field right here. Deep middle, just reading the quarterback's eyes and then coming underneath the ball and taking it away. Interceptions. He had great feel for it. Here's this play right here against Kurt Warner. They're trying to go to the tight end, Jeremy Urban right here. Kurt looks at him, trying to get that ball in. There's Patrick Willis with great range. 4.4 speed at 245 pounds. Here he is down at the bottom. He's a curl flat player down at the very bottom at the 20-yard line. Curl flat, and Hasselbeck goes the other side of the field. And look at him make the play in the middle of the field, picking it off. Unbelievable range in the passing game. This is year 2. He had the whole package, including scoring touchdowns, one of many throughout his 8-year career. And by late 2008, this defense was starting to form around him. He was the cornerstone right here, getting off the block, making the play on Marshawn Lynch, knocking the ball out. Roman picks it up. They were starting to take the ball away in 2008. By 2009, they became the 4th-ranked defense. He had 3 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, a touchdown. In 7 out of 16 games, they kept the opponents to under 10 points. Watch him right here on this play across the field, picking off Kyle Bowler for a pick 6, helping out the offense on 3rd and 1. Watch this defense right here. 3-4 defense. That's what he played in. The up back takes on the fullback, and here he is one-on-one with Maurice Jones-Drew. On 3rd and 1, MJD didn't go anywhere. They stopped him. They kept Jacksonville out of the end zone. They were stingy, and they were getting tough. By 2011, they were the number 2 ranked defense in football, and they were number 1 in taking the ball away with 38 takeaways. Watch Patrick Willis make this charge right here, getting the ball out. Here he is at the bottom, got the tight end. Here he is on the tight end right here. Now, go square up and get the ball out of Halu's hands, knocking it loose. Let's watch it right here. Watch this depth of the drop that he gets. By this point, they had a great rotation. They had Bowman and they had Willis. They were the inside linebackers. Look at the depth. Bowman comes on the blitz, Willis drops. Once he sees it, now he goes to get it. And the ball is out. 38 takeaways that year. What a feared tandem the Bowman and Willis were. Playoffs. In 2011 against the Saints. There's Patrick Willis all the way to the left. Watch this hit by number 31, Dante Whitner. They were becoming a feared defense, and the Saints felt it on the opening drive, trying to score to Pierre Thomas. Dante Whitner blew him up, and there was Patrick Willis to sit on it, taking that touchdown away, maybe the difference in that playoff game. And whoa, in 2012, this rivalry heated up. Seattle, Marshawn Lynch against San Francisco, Patrick Willis. Slow till you know. And when you know, you go chase it and you knock it out. Parts of the protective padding flying in the air. Oh, this was a different type of rivalry that started to form. Watch week 16, 2012. Watch Patrick Willis read his keys right here. You got the screen. He's reading the screen. He's in man coverage right here. The screen to Turbin picks off the ball. I mean, it stopped a great Seattle run in that game late in 2012. And then they went to Lambeau in the playoffs in 2012. And this Patrick Willis here, he comes on a blitz. He takes on the back right here. He slips the back, and down went Aaron Rodgers. They went to Lambeau, and they won. What a win it was. And then in the NFC Championship game, down in Atlanta, he had Gonzo all over the field. Wherever Gonzalez went in the passing game, Patrick Willis was there with him, limiting the yards after the catch, limiting the touchdowns. Here, tackling the catch, keeping him to just nothing after the catch. Everywhere Gonzo went, Patrick Willis went. Here he is. Jaquiz Rogers right here. Watch this taking on the center. This is how you take on a center. With leverage, get underneath them and lift them up, and then separate, and then square up. Linebackers got to play square. Square it to scrape, and then drive to finish for no yards on that run. That was in the final drive. They kept him out of the end zone to win. And then in the Super Bowl, Bowman and Willis. Willis and Bowman inside. What a fight this was. Watch Willis right here play behind the defensive tackle, protecting himself, square, low, and then striking like a cobra on Bernard Pierce, taking him down. Oh, these games were something else. They were fierce. 2013, week 4, this was a classic. A classic. Marshawn Lynch against this 49ers defense. Bowman puts the first hit on him. But that's beast mode. He doesn't go down on contact. Willis came to clean it up. What a tandem. Bowman never let him go. Navarro Bowman, Patrick Willis, one of the great tandems at inside linebacker in the NFL. And then in the divisional playoff round, 2013, against Cam Newton. Watch Patrick Willis on Greg Olsen up at the top. Man coverage. Watch him get his hands on him right here and squeeze him. And then be able to feel what's happening. And that ball's tipped. There was Willis with the interception. Oh, they took care of Carolina. That year, 2013, Seattle had the number 1 defense. Carolina had the number 2 defense. And the 49ers, led by Patrick Willis, had the number 3 defense, and they were the better team that day. It set up this showdown in the NFC Championship game against Seattle. The number 1 defense against the number 3 defense. Patrick Willis, sideline to sideline. Go get it. Hunt him up. Take down Doug Baldwin right there for a minimal gain. Every single game. Defending the goal line was the most important thing to Patrick Willis. Marshawn Lynch, Seattle's nasty offensive line. Here he is. Watch how low he gets right here. Look at him sink low. Get low. Low man wins, especially down here against Marshawn Lynch. Look at him creeping right here. Eyeing him. You can't be wrong on your read. Not down the goal line, you can't be wrong on your read. You got to be right there to finish it, to take Marshawn Lynch down. Yeah, Seattle would find a way to win that game. San Francisco made it tough. What a run for Patrick Willis. From 11th pick in the draft to a 5-time first-team All-Pro, 7 Pro Bowls in 8 years. What a career Patrick Willis had.